and I'm the proud owner of 1 1/6, I think, I'm not very good with fractions, allotments in the Midlands area. I'm in Chesterfield and I love my allotment. So what I'm doing is just sharing with you my love of the allotment, how it helps me mental health wise. I suffered a few issues last year, and this place is just my godsend. It's my little haven and it's my getaway. I don't need to meditate. I don't need to try and do all those kind of things, and because whenever I'm weeding or here, that's what I do. I meditate. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm hoping that because you're viewing it, you also either love your allotment or you are thinking of perhaps putting your name down for one. Anyway, let's be on with it. This is my channel and I'm going to call it For the Love of My Allotment. So starting from number 1 allotment, the biggest one, this is not mine, this is the bottom of the allotment. As you can see, this is the path, and this is where the 3rd of the allotment is that doesn't belong to me. There's communal water there, and then here where this wall, it's a natural wall, there was always a path there, we rebuilt the wall, so I've literally got the rest of it. You can see this chicken coop up there and my greenhouse. So at the bottom, this is my flower patch, lavender, astromera, chrysanths, dahlias, all sorts of different things, just glads, just anything that I like, and I cut them. Oh, and little daisies as well, Saskia daisies, fluffy ones and whatever. Just, I like to have flowers in the house. My husband normally buys me them, but it's nice to have homegrown ones, and I also like to take homegrown ones to my dad's grave. So he was always very proud of my gardening skills. Right, here we go. We have red cabbages left over from last year. Still quite a lot to be, we can still eat them. I just grew too many. And there's only so much you can do with a red cabbage. Anyhow, and there's a red gooseberry bush. I don't like sour stuff, so red gooseberries are quite sweet, but they're a pain to pick. Absolutely painful. Those spines are lethal. Over exaggeration there, I suppose, but I think I'm going to dig that one out. So this was my squash and pumpkin patch, lots of butternut squash. This bit here, I tried to grow carrots this year, didn't work, so I put a load of beetroot in and cabbage. Cabbage I've picked, beetroots are there. I don't think they're edible anymore, they'll be extremely woody. Behind these here is a little patch of celeriac and spring broccoli. Now celeriac I've been very pleased with. Another fellow allotmenteer gave me some of his little plants. I planted a row. I've never had much luck with celeriac, and I've already eaten about 3 or 4. I'll get a bit close up and try and show you. Underneath you can see the root here. Oh, and they are so tasty. Not as big as the ones you buy in the shops, but you get more pleasure out of something homegrown. This broccoli should be ready in the spring, because it's spring broccoli. There's a hint there. Pigeons have been having a go, so my friend Vince, who's got the allotment 2 allotments away and looks after my chickens a hell of a lot, he gets here first. We have a race, I think, to get here first and feed them. He's put some bin liners up here to deter the lovely pigeons. As you can see here, they've had a right go. Now this bit here, got to really take note of this, is my garlic patch. What I've been doing in the past is I've been putting, well, Vince has been putting garlic in ad hoc. I've left him some garlic cloves that have gone from the supermarket that I've had left over, or that he's found, or he's had left over, and he's just stuck them in randomly. As you can see there, and in that far corner there. Never had much luck with garlic, so I went on Pinterest and I thought, this year I'm going to grow my own garlic, and I'm really going to make an effort and see what happens. So I went to a local, I'm going to say newsagents, but that is the wrong word, nursery, garden centre, and bought some soft neck and some hard neck garlic and read up about them, and I planted 5 rows, and I prepared my soil, I manured it, got rid of all the weeds, really went through it with a fine tooth comb, and planted all my garlic. Showed Vince, because Vince, he can be a bit flat-footed and he just walks all over your little seedlings because he doesn't see them, bless him. So I told him, keep off this has got garlic. I put all the signs on, all the labels on. So he decides to then goes and plant his own garlic just next to mine because I've prepared the soil nicely. And we have a row of the strongest row at the bottom there is his. It's goes without saying, but maybe mine's quality. Maybe it's quality. We'll have to wait and see. That'll be sort of ready round about beginning of summertime. Next to it here is an asparagus patch. Love my asparagus. Get a really good crop here. I don't actually know what kind of asparagus it is. I bought it from scratch. It's been going in there. It's been about 8 years. I get a major crop. This year I had a wonderful crop in 2018, and the year before I didn't have much at all. Generally May time it starts, and oh, there's so much you can do with asparagus. You can even freeze it. Bit soggy when you defrost it, but it's there. And then below we're back to the flowers again, really. I've had potatoes and sweet corn in there. I'm now planning on where I'm putting things this year. I think I'm going to do my potatoes possibly here. Onions did really well in this patch a few years ago. Might put them back there. That's a shallow area here, so I'm not sure. I will. My plan will come out. So that, folks, is my allotment. This is my 2/3. This was my first allotment on this site. Moving on to my second allotment. It does look a tip, but it actually isn't a tip. So this is the fruit allotment. The beginning of the allotment is a mess. I totally agree. This container here, there used to be a shed here. It was all asbestos. I took it down single-handedly last summer, clothed up and masked up, and we used to collect water in this big water container. Well, that water container is going to go next to the chicken coop, so that will be moved. I've been given this box to have my tools for this one in, so that's why that's there. This mess here is a compost heap where I had all my manure delivered, and that's been covered now, and we've got plastic and stuff on it just to keep the moisture in. So yeah, it does look a mess. Right, as we move up, here we go. So first off, that tree, this one here, is a Pixie Rosso apple tree. Lovely little dark apples. Well, I'm saying lovely, they look lovely. They don't taste lovely yet. Only been in a couple of years. I mulched it beginning of January with all the leaves that I've collected from my home address. Then next to it is an olive tree, and it's still got little blue ribbon. I got it for my 50th birthday a couple of years ago from friends Mike and Jill, and that is planted here. I don't expect to ever get any olives off it, but it's a kind of fruit, I suppose, so that's why it's here, and it's still got my gift tag on it. Then we have some rhubarb. Loved making rhubarb gin. Oh my god, it is spectacular. If you haven't tried it, try it. And next to that is my pièce de la résistance, my apricot tree. This apricot is flavorcot, and I never thought I'd get an apricot off it. I had 5 this year, year 2, absolutely gorgeous. They were all, but it's been really hot weather, so whether I get that again. Weather, get the pun. Never mind, you'll realise I have a sad sense of humour. This pear tree, conference pear tree, with 2 sticks sticking out, is, I only put it in last year, so I didn't get it till the spring, so it's not even a year old. Next to it is a fig tree that was bought from Bakewell Show quite a few years ago, but I kept it in a container, so it's a bit stunted. It's now in the ground. Didn't do well last year. I'm hoping for better things this year. And behind that is a plum tree, a Victoria plum tree. To the side of my polytunnel, covered in scaffolding, netting rather than plastic, because this place is a wind tunnel and anything flies away. So we've used scaffolding netting, so you've got a bit of wind through and it's quite stable actually. So here's my raspberry patch, Joan J, nice big raspberries. Again, didn't put them in till the spring last year. With the hot weather, really hot weather, some of them died, so I've gone from 12 to probably about 8 or 9. Behind that is my strawberry patch. Absolutely lovely strawberries, got them from Aldi. They look really healthy. I thought, well, may as well get it, what have I got to lose? Put about 12 in and oh my god, you'll see them, and they are absolutely great. And again, strawberry and black pepper, cracked black pepper gin. Gotta try it, absolutely lovely. And there's my polytunnel, scaffolding netting tunnel, whatever you want to call it. There's a couple of cabbages still in there and some beetroot. But that's anything for sheltered. I had chilies in there last year, I had some tomatoes in, some cabbages, some cauliflowers, peppers, things that need shelter. That's what I put in there last year. So this is my half plot. Like I say, it will look nice this year. I'm hoping to wear my, when I get rid of the container, these are my plans and I'm putting them on video, so therefore I'm going to have to do them because I'm telling the world I'm going to do them. I'm going to build a kind of arbour. Perhaps not me, I won't be able to build an arbour, no, my husband's going to build an arbour for me, and I'm going to have a black grapevine growing up it and blackberries, and I'm going to have a bench underneath it. I'm going to sit there in the summer and drink the beer on the wine and watch the world go by. So that, folks, is my are my allotments. I hope you got as much joy out of this little clip as I did showing you, and over the next few weeks and months I'm hoping to show you how it develops and the people that are on this site. It's only a small site, 30 plots, a lot of them in halves, but then a lot of people have got 2 or 3 halves. So there's probably about 50 members. It's lovely in summer. People get together, we have barbecues, we have a lot of drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and it's a good community spirit. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next weeks and months to come, and I hope you